We have an Action News investigation. A Philadelphia travel agent has allegedly lined her pockets with cash but not delivered on her promises. Victims claim they were taken by a woman who sold them lies. Action News investigative reporter Wendy Saltzman tracked her down to get some answers. Wendy, what did you find?
Jim, Stephanie Claiborne touts herself as a successful business owner who apparently has a side hustle selling trips. But we've discovered more than a dozen unhappy customers, many single mothers and the elderly, who've taken Claiborne to court.
Under the direction of Miss Stephanie Claiborne.
Stephanie Claiborne's dance team dripped with glitz and glamour, but these women believe the bright lights of Claiborne's dance school covered up what was happening behind the scenes.
How's she getting away with it?
Ayana Real had previously been on a trip Claiborne organized. Her daughter Sadira was part of the dance school, and it was there she saw a flyer about a trip to Puerto Rico, and she jumped on board to sign up for her daughter's birthday.
She only quoted us $700 per person.
But 2 weeks before she was supposed to fly off to paradise, she called the airline and hotel.
Nothing been booked at all.
Real filed a small claims case against Claiborne and was awarded a $1,700 judgment against her.
And that's what catches you.
It's a similar story to Marguerite Ruff's.
Oh, that's real cheap.
Ruff convinced 11 people to go on a trip to the Las Vegas Soul Train Awards.
The airline, they had no record of us. We called the hotel. They said, we don't have any reservations here for you.
I get to the airport and I couldn't get on the plane.
5 of the 11 never made it to Vegas, and for the 6 who did go, when they arrived at the Soul Train Awards,
there were no tickets for us. I just started bawling.
A manager finally gave them complimentary entry, but Gladys Cruz says she wasn't so lucky on a trip she booked for her kids to Disney World.
I was like, Stephanie, don't do this. Like, I trusted you.
Cruz, a single mother, says she paid Claiborne
$3,300.
But the morning they were supposed to leave, she says there was no bus and no trip.
My children already realized that we weren't going. So everyone's crying. I'm upset.
Unfortunately, low-level thefts, meaning thefts below $10,000, often don't get prosecuted.
Lance Haver, the city's director of civic engagement, says these women may be able to get compensation from the Victims' Compensation Fund.
But if you can show that over a 10-year period this person has continued the same behavior time and time again, that talks to it being a criminal act as opposed to a bad business person.
Action News found a list of 15 small claims lawsuits against Claiborne, amounting to more than $15,000 in judgments going back to 2005.
My name is Wendy with 6ABC. I wanted to talk to you about your travel business.
I don't want to talk.
When we went to speak with Claiborne, she refused to respond.
We have like a dozen different judgments against you for trips that haven't happened. We want your side of it.
The deputy sees some of Claiborne's belongings as possible restitution for Connie Jackson's win against Claiborne in small claims court.
This is ridiculous.
But that's little payment for the heartaches these women say she caused so many.
That's the only way she's going to stop, if she is in prison.
Lance Haver is going to try to work with the women who we spoke with and any others who say they've been defrauded. He says there is more power in numbers, and while he doesn't know if Claiborne will be prosecuted, he hopes he may be able to get these women their money back.
That would be the most important thing.
Absolutely.
Right. Thank you, Wendy.